everyone, Val here, and I have another recipe for you. Tonight I'm going to be making for dinner Mexican lasagna, and it's just going to be Steve and I, so I'm going to do a smaller pan of it. So to get started, I'm going to use, this is a pound of ground chuck, and I'm going to saute this up in this pan. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and I have sprayed my pan here with canola oil so that it doesn't stick. So I'm going to go ahead and saute up my ground beef, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright, so now you see the beef is browned, and I'm going to add some taco seasoning to it. And this one is almost empty, so I'm just going to dump that one in there. And I have a fresh one here, and I'm just going to add a little bit more to it to give it some nice taco flavoring. And I'm going to just mix that up there into the beef. And you can season this to your liking. Oops, I'm making a mess. I'm going to turn this down on low now. I have, this is salsa. This is a medium cantina style salsa, and this is not chunky, this is smooth. So I'm going to pour some of this in there. It's got, if you look at it, it's got some nice green peppers and tomatoes, jalapenos, chopped tomato, vinegar, green chilies, and onions, garlic powder. So this, when I add this to this, it'll add a little kick to it, to the sauce, and loosen it up a little bit, so it's going to be easy to spread. I'm also going to add, we like refried beans. This is fat-free refried beans, and I'm going to put this is a 31-ounce can. I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna put the whole can in there. I like a lot of refried beans. Let's see what that goes. Well, I'm gonna put most of the can in there. Let's see how that goes. And I'm gonna mix it. If I quit spilling it on the stove, I'm gonna mix that together. I don't want it to be too watery. I want it to be, you know, a good consistency like this. And that's gonna be the middle of our Mexican lasagna. So we get the ground beef, the seasoning, taco seasoning, some salsa in there, and some of our refried beans. I still have a little bit left in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off the heat, turn the heat off on this, and I'm going to start to make my lasagna. I'm going to use just a regular flour tortilla. This is mi casa, and it doesn't matter which tortillas you use. But my first layer in here, I'm going to put a tortilla shell, and I like to cut the shell so that it fits the bottom of the pan. So I just take a knife, and I did wash my hands, so my hands are clean. And if it doesn't go all the way to the edges, you can use pieces to fill in the edge, the corners. If you want to use the pieces you're cutting off to fill the corners, that's what I usually do, so I don't have any corners that don't have a piece of the tortilla shell on it. So once you've got the tortilla shell layered down, this would be like your pasta if you were making lasagna. That's my pasta. I'm going to add some of my mixture, my refried beans and my ground beef. And I put a nice layer of that on there. Once I get a layer of that, then I have a shredded Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. You can shred it if you want. If you get the bricks of cheese, I get mine already pre-shredded. Makes it easier. And I'm going to put a nice layer of the cheese in there like that. Okay, once I get a layer of that, I'm going to repeat. And again, do my tortilla shell, put my pieces in the corner there. Alright, got my corners filled in, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I do this for about 3 layers, and you know the cheese will be your top layer, and then once you've got all 3 layers together, I'm going to put it in the oven until it's good and warm, and it's probably about 15-20 minutes, probably about 20 minutes or so. You can kind of look at it, and when it starts to bubble and your cheese is melted, then you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do one more layer of this, and then we will pop it into the oven. Alright, so we got the nice layer of cheese on the top, and it's ready to go in the oven. I'm just going to pop it in the oven here, and it is 550 right now, 551, so I'm going to, in about 20 minutes, check in about 20 minutes. So we'll be back to show you what it looks like when it's done.
So Val told me to go get this out of the oven because she was busy. So, it's done. Oh, that nice cheesiness on there. It's not brown. I mean, you can let it in longer if you like your cheese brown. For me, that's good right there.
Yeah, you got the beans kind of coming out around the edges. Oh, it looks wonderful.
So, once it gets like this, I just take a spoon and carve a piece out. Probably should cut it, but it works a little better than trying to just dig it out with a spoon. Just plop it in the bowl.
Ooh, looks good.
Get all that good stuff there out of the corner, just like you would do a regular lasagna.
Alright, then what do you do next?
Put a little bit of lettuce on it. So it's basically kind of making it now into a taco salad. Don't think I need any more cheese. There's plenty of cheese on it. Take a little salsa. There's a little salsa on there. And I always like to put a little sour cream on there. If you don't like sour cream, you can go without it. But I like sour cream on it. And then we got some Tostitos, or tortilla chips. We got this as a part of the Walmart haul today. Herdez tortilla chips. They're white corn chips. I've never had them before, so we're going to try them.
Try them, tell us what they taste like.
You want me to taste one? Okay.
Taste one. You can be the guinea pig.
Once I pull them out of the bag, I just kind of sprinkle them around my bowl so they're there when I want them. Take a little bit of lasagna on there. They got good flavor. Lasagna is really good. Wish you were here to try it, but you're not. Sorry.
Alrighty, I guess we're gonna eat. So remember to
subscribe and like. I was getting those hand gestures from my wife. She says, make sure you tell them to remember to subscribe and like and leave comments. Thanks, guys.